Look, man.
Where? Oh, I see.
Wow.
Oh, my. Bowen, look over there.
Wow, is that
culture?
Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Las Culturistas.
Ding dong, Las Culturistas calling.
So here's the deal. We're speaking to you the day after the Academy Awards. And so it's now a world where we can say Academy Award winner Michael B. Jordan. We can say Academy Award winner Amy Madigan. We can say all these things. But there's highs, and all I can think about today is the fact that there's an award winner with us, a Record of the Year winner. For
The inaugural Record of the Year winner.
That part.
I'm sorry, I have to call you out because...
Laudatory.
Call you out laudatory.
Call me in, positive.
Call it positively. You had to, as if she needed a reminder, you were like, we do this thing called the Culture Awards if you want to be a part of that. And I was like, Matt, you're talking to a Culture Award winner, a Record of the Year winner.
We're starting to tease this year's Culture Awards. Maybe our guest will appear.
Perhaps a traitorous return. Perchance to dream.
Suffice it to say that this has been a moment highly anticipated. We've been so thrilled with the sort of resurgence of our guest on our screens because the screens have lacked.
But I'm saying
without our guest.
But and we'll get into this, but she never went away. Meanwhile, this woman was giving birth.
Heard of it.
Raising a child. And lest we forget, while she was promoting Deep Space, she was getting her fucking MBA.
Yeah.
This woman doesn't pause. You know what I mean?
Accomplished revenue streams. Learn from the guest.
If only you knew. If only you knew. If only you at home knew.
You at home know. And after this episode, you will know. So you may know our guest from, again, an iconic turn on the Traitors. Prior to that, Real Housewives of Potomac, a storied legacy on that show, and a fabulous singer. We were streaming Deep Space. You should be too. The new single, If Only. And again, it needs to be said and stated and remembered that Drive Back is the song. When I heard it, I was like, wait, it hit on something deep in why I love music.
We were watching the music video from the trailers on the Fire Island movie.
Yes, we were!
That's what we were doing.
It was a part of our...
It was part of the lore and the
process.
culture there. It was a set song. Okay.
Yes.
We're so honored to be here. This has always been a Basset Hound podcast.
Yes.
Everyone, please welcome
Candiace Dillard Bassett!
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Look at these Versace boots.
Well, Versace, they've been through some things. I think I spilled something on them, but
you know what though? It gives them
we're
an
still
edge.
Here. Yes, they have a story.
We're so happy you're here.
I'm plotting.
Plotting.
You all are so famous. You're famous bitches.
What does that even mean
The two of you.
you?
I just can't. I'm in awe.
First of all, I've never been so excited to go into the Watch What Happens live clubhouse than when we were on together.
I know!
We really had a time.
And from there, I got to see you perform my
Candice
favorite
came to my
music.
show at the 930 Club.
In DC. Yes.
The only time I got starstruck and nervous and I messed up my words. No,
did you mess up?
First ballad in the show, Have You Heard of Christmas? I sang the second verse as the first verse. And I was like, only I'm going to know, but damn it.
We did not know. No, I had such a time. Yes. And y'all are famous.
No.
Listen, the
Please.
wicked of it all. Stop.
The wicked of it
Yeah,
all.
Please.
blink and you'll frigging miss me in both of those films.
You are there. If we have to pause to look at you and all of your glory, we will do that. Yes.
I don't know if we've told this story on the podcast yet, but we went to Japan.
Okay.
And we were at we had this amazing experience of a geisha dinner in Kyoto. So it was like these three geishas who they live the life.
They live the life. They're completely off the grid. They take their phones away for the entire 7 years that they train to be geishas. They don't have really much interfacing with the quote unquote outside world. They're like Jedis. They're monks.
Yes,
it's like a monastery.
monks, yes.
But basically, she...
One of them was like, I know you. And ran and got the little wicked book and had him sign it. And then before we left, she goes, this is my treasure.
Fame! I'm gonna live forever! Listen, that's famous.
You know what, though? I feel like you experienced this, too. Because the thing about Housewives and then Bravo at large is A-listers come up to you and completely gag.
It's so strange.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you watching this foolishness? But they are like, it's my escape. It's how I unwind, which I love. I love that Housewives is this thing that like people go to like forget their troubles.
Well, because even right now, I must say, being in the same space as you is really powerful, and I'm super. And like, no, he knows this. I have my thing with Housewives.
Yes,
I really. I've seen every single famous person in the world come through the halls of 30 Rock.
Yes.
This is extremely different
for
me.
That is wild.
This is like I'm like I'm blushing. I'm nervous.
You are a little blushy. Yeah. I see it. I call it like because Chris blushes and I'm like, you're turning white people red. Like,
white people red. This is yellow people red.
You're turning yellow people red. Yes. Like, no, you guys. It is such a phenomenon that like I still don't get. Because I'm like, these bitches are just regular assholes. Like, they are just regular people writing memoirs before they're supposed to write memoirs.
Yeah.
And flipping tables and cussing. And I'm like, we're not doing anything, but just stirring up dust.
But I think, like, okay, we were saying before the mics went on, and we will go on record to say this, like, since your departure from the show, this Potomac, it's like, I have a hard time watching it because I am not finding a foothold sort of morally, narratively, like, because I've always held the same side as you in terms of the people that let's just say we dislike.
Oh, who are they?
I've gone a little too hard in the paint against certain people, and it's
they give reasons though.
They give so many reasons.
Yes, don't get fined for liking the wrong tweet.
Fined.
I'm only here so I don't get fined.
Yeah. We're not. We're not finding.
No litigiousness.
No, please don't. Yes. No, it's you leave those people who shall not be named.
Yes.
Where they belong.
Exactly.
On the curb.
But then, tell me this: in a post-reunion of Traitors world, where Rinna is doing front-facing videos in the car, being like, "It's so nice that we've all come full circle, that we're all friends now." Is this mostly true?
For me on my former cast?
Yeah.
Not of Potomac, but of Traitors.
Traitors that's a good vibe.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The best vibe.
Love.
Like when I was leaving, I was like, I love you guys so much. And even like immediately after, like when we all got home, we were all on the phone, like we weren't supposed to be talking. We were on the phone like, so what happened? And like when did and how and oh my God, and who's a traitor? We were doing, and they were all like apologizing to me, which, saying sorry they didn't like pick up my crumbs.
I see.
So it just made me feel like, okay, I'm not a blubbering idiot. I'm not like crazy for writing down Rob's name.
No.
People were just like, we should have listened to you and blah blah blah. And it made me feel better about the way that things ended.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, I still talk to Tara. I talk to Johnny. I talk to Mark. Kristen.
I love and Tara being besties.
That's my castle bestie.
We saw her. So we were in Milan doing some Olympic stuff, and we saw them together. Just the sweetest. Like,
oh
and
my
also,
God.
Tara and her.
I love their love.
Tara and her
kids.
like, it was just very sweet to see. Like them together, because it's like a real genuine friendship between Tara and Johnny.
Yes.
And then her just being like a mom running around with her kid, and then like seeing her like dressed to the nines that night, like doing it all.
It's amazing. Like even in the castle, I don't know who they thought they were fooling. Like,
so you were not fooled. No, you know.
Yes, I mean I knew before, but like I didn't say anything. But it was weird that they were kind of not who because they're always holding hands. And I'm like, why aren't they holding hands?
Yeah.
And then of course I realized later, okay, they're trying to like play a different game. But like I say all the time, I love their love. Like that is it's such a beautiful friendship.
Well, it's also that thing of like when two people don't want you to know something about their relationship, they are moving in a way where it's like, okay, why are you guys ignoring each other? Like, it's like when people don't want you to think they're a couple.
Yes.
And you just have to at some point be like, are you guys fucking?
What's
because
this? Right. What is this?
Well, you haven't looked at her.
Yes. Yeah. It was weird. Like, we know. Well, most of us knew. I knew.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, is it confounding? Because I feel like what is happening now with a lot of Traitors discourse is a lot of the cast has to come out and be like, guys, it's a game.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to chill out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy to me me is I know the Housewives fandom. I know that we are, we get a little rowdy. We're
It's
a little
thick.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the gamers, those people, they need a box of cryingles.
Yeah.
They just, why are you crying? They were just really emotional. Like
Yes.
just.
I don't think they're expecting the dimension that you guys bring to it. I think because they are so cold about the game.
Yes.
Once they're reminded like that there is an option for this
Correct.
to have an emotional angle,
Yes.
they're like totally caught off guard.
Yes.
You know who I saw struggling with that? Natalie Anderson.
Yeah.
Who I stand from Survivor. And
I
then all
love
of a sudden
Natalie.
there she is surrounded by all this emotion.
Yeah.
And it was just like, yeah, this is a
Guys.
different way to play a game
play
like
the game.
this.
There's more than one way to skin a cat. Like you,
Yeah.
you can't just like think that you all are like the end all be all of gameplay because we are good at this game. We being housewives, we're good at this game, and we do it with like a contour, a full beat,
Yes.
and a heel,
Yes.
and our edges laid.
Yes.
Okay, you're sweating. I'm not.
Yeah, no.
Like there's a difference.
Well, like you said that it took some convincing for, was it NBC or Studio Lambert to be like, you would be great at this, but you're like, I'm
Yeah.
running around outside. There's flies, there's bugs. I'm not
Yeah.
like what took you over the edge? What brought you over?
So I'm still really close to my NBC executives, and they were like, we just think this would be great for you, and it's just a great opportunity, and you'd be great at. I'm like, why? Why
Because
would
they
I
wanted
be
you
good
to
at
be
this?
a traitor the whole time. I bet. They
don't-
were like,
I
oh.
never asked. I wanted to be a traitor because it's like, okay, if I'm going to play the game, like,
Yeah.
sign me up for the game.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
The game is called the Traitors. I want to be a traitor. But I was just like, I don't know why you want me to see me run up a hill with a bale of hay or like slosh
that.
around
See,
in
that is
water.
the thing where you say it like that and we do want to see
Yeah,
it.
no, but I didn't. Like, you want me to submerge my coochie in this murky water? I'm not doing that. So it wasn't registering. But I was like, hey, you know what? This is a challenge. Like, I can do something hard.
Yes.
Let's try it.
It's pageant brain, maybe.
Yes, it is a little bit of pageant brain. It's like, okay, this is a challenging moment. Let me like train a little bit, aka like watch the show and like take notes and learn like the rigors of the game.
Yes.
And then, go in there and get on stage and do a wee turn.
Yes. Oh, there's a little bit of this,
Give him a
little
little
bit of that.
shoulder. Yeah,
Give him a shoulder.
It's also
Yes.
type A person, which I'm assuming you are.
Little bit.
It's kind of like they give you a challenge, and even if on face value you're like, no,
This is stupid.
it will sit there.
Yes.
And it will be like,
Yes.
now I'm living in a world where I'm not doing this thing. And
Yes. Right.
the voice says, but what
You got it.
if?
Right.
Yeah.
Get up, bitch.
If only.
Yes. If only. you- Yes.
But, so then you're saying that like when they're texting you like why we should have followed the crumbs that you left, like you're saying, oh, I'm not. Thankfully, I'm understood. Was there an internal thought where you were like, oh, did I make a mistake? Did I like I because I want to say you played
Yeah.
it brilliantly the entire time. Like Matt and I are watching this, being like, she's like up there with the Survivor gamers.
I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known. I feel like you were playing it as yourself. People were like,
Yeah.
oh, the thing about, because here's the thing. It's like, I knew from watching you for years
Yes.
and knowing you that like, I was like, anyone who knows Candice knows that traitor or faithful, she would have come in here saying the things.
Yes.
Yes.
And so you
I
have
can't-
to be,
right.
you couldn't have done what Eric did.
Yes.
Which is sink in the back
A mute.
because everyone's
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
be like, why is Candice sinking in
Right.
the back?
Yeah.
She's a traitor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't go in with a strategy. I went in like, okay, let me assess the room,
Yeah.
see who's here, and then like figure it out as I go. And it worked until it didn't. But no, and to answer your question, I felt good about
Yes.
my choices, and I felt like in the moment I made the right decisions for
I agree.
this situation.
Yeah.
But I felt like when I found out that Rob won, I was like, so wait, was I not clear?
You guys didn't pick it up.
These were like huge crumbs. I
Yeah.
left whole Oreos,
This
like
is-
not
this
even
is
crumbs.
loaves of bread.
I
loaves
left
of bread.
Biscoffs, like
Biscoff.
whole Biscoff cookies.
You went into Delta One. You said,
I
can I
said,
take
here,
all
can I
of
just
these?
have a handful? I'm just gonna crumble these up and leave them.
Yeah.
Y'all don't like cookies?
I
Like, what do you
really was
mean?
like, I was like, the thing about Candice is if she goes, she's not going to go quietly.
No.
And you didn't. And
Thank
yet,
you.
But that is the power of let's just say it, a tall man with eyes that look like that and that floppy little hair. I really think they were dickmatized.
They were. I mean, it was a really brilliant social experiment.
Yes.
And I think that it did a great job of holding a mirror up to society.
Yes.
Like
Agreed.
this is life. This is how it is in real life.
Yeah.
Like,
The mirror is ugly and shattered and fucked up.
a little bit.
It's a bad mirror.
It's not a good mirror.
Society tends to get dickmatized. It's actually rule of culture number 20. Society tends to get dickmatized. And now that's in the rules forever.
So
we've seen it before.
I'm screaming.
we're just saying axioms
Oh
and
my
truths.
gosh.
But that moment between you and Rob of
Woo.
that seems so cinematic. I'm not saying it was produced or anything, but I'm
No.
saying like that was
It didn't feel like that.
No.
In the
Yeah.
moment, it did not feel
significant in that way.
No. I was literally just like, okay, I know, I'm about to be packing my things.
You thought
real soon.
so,
I
yeah.
knew.
Yeah.
I knew it was happening.
Blood was in the
that
water.
night.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, so as I'm packing my things, zipping my bags, I'm clearing this desk
Yeah.
and that one.
Yeah.
I'm taking this plant with me.
Yeah.
To quote the ancient African proverb from our uncle Denzel, I'm leaving here with something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And this something is my dignity and my pride. Okay.
course.
So I'm clearing this desk and you're gonna hear from me.
Yeah.
It was really just like, I'm gonna make sure you know
Yeah.
that you will be shaking in your boots all the way to the end if I have something to say. But it didn't register that it was gonna become this like huge moment.
Focal point in the season.
Yeah.
So in the turret, your last turret with you and Rob, because you've been saying in interviews that like it was the choice between murdering Colton or recruiting Kristen.
Yes.
And you were just convinced, even in that last turret, that you weren't going to make it to recruitment. Is that what
No,
you're saying?
It was just like, okay, I can either recruit or
Murder.
get rid of Colton.
Yeah.
Either one would be good for me. It didn't matter.
Sure.
Like but what I said was my regret was that I didn't push harder to recruit Kristen. Because when he said no, I was like, okay, fine, let's just do Colton. And I do wish that I had like pushed hard, but my worry was we would be at a stalemate and then neither would happen. And we would just leave the turret with no murder and no recruitment.
Yep.
And then it's like, okay, now we're in limbo and we got to keep the train moving.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
Like that, I watch it and I'm like, again, like, for example, Maura at the very end.
Oh.
Seeing how gagged she was, how hard she cracked in that moment.
It's insane.
I was like, that is truly, and then I felt bad because she was really internalizing, like, I'm a dummy, like, I'm a fool.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I really think it's exactly what you said. It is truly mice in a little maze.
Yeah.
It says something about the human brain
Yes.
that I think we haven't seen a reality show say in a long time. And that's why it's so interesting for people.
And I love Maura, but Maura, I wanted her to wear a thinking cap.
Yeah.
She had on a lot of beautiful
We just
hats.
need to find
Gorgeous
a designer one.
Yes.
I think we need to find one.
She needs a
we just need a
Versace
designer thinking cap
cap.
for Maura.
I said it a million times. The faithfuls needed to go to faithful school.
Yes.
They didn't pass a single class.
No.
They need to go to summer school.
Would you do an All-Stars or another like competitive reality show?
If Traitors does an All-Stars and they don't call me, I'm rioting. This is what I know.
I feel like
would
we need
only
it.
do. I don't see another show like this that I would do. Like I'm
Yeah.
not doing the challenge. I don't want to do House of Villains.
No.
I don't want to run anywhere else. I would run in Scotland because I've done it already. And
you
it's
know the
like
terrain.
I know the terrain.
Yes.
But like I don't ask me to sweat no more.
No.
Yeah, that
No,
is
thank you.
tough because it's not just sweating. I think the thing that would bump me, and they approached us for the show.
They did?
Yes, they did.
What are we doing? What?
I feel like we can't go on together.
We can't go on
It's gonna
together,
be
'cause
Tara
it's
and
a Tara and
Johnny.
Johnny. It's a Tara.
Why not?
I know.
It's a Tara and Johnny situation because we cannot
Okay.
go on together. It's a matter of doing it or doing it together. I think at this point we'll do it. I don't
Yes.
think we can do it together because they're gonna knock us out. Like,
No, not necessarily. Like you guys probably can't play the we don't know each other game.
No.
So
I
you
think we can
lean
get away
into
from
it.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't know. Like there's no way they're gonna think you're both traitors. You're both they don't know. Like the combinations are too
But we're
like
a voting
up in the
block.
air.
Right.
Okay, here's what I think though, and tell me if this is possible to happen.
Okay.
Because I do think the worst thing that could ever happen is you go in with like a relationship that you have and they make one of you a traitor and one of you isn't. And then you're like, fuck, I'm now burdened with this because I have this person sitting here who knows me really well. Not just like we've met, I've seen them around, you know, we were on the same series or whatever, really knows you.
Yes.
Do you think it would be possible for you as the traitor to go to that person, or is this against the rules, and be like, I'm a traitor if you just maintain this ruse that I'm a faithful and I'll recruit you later? Is that against the rules?
That is against the rules.
Okay, then.
But it's not to say that it can't happen.
I thought the only rule was traitors can't out other a traitor can't be like, I'm a traitor and Rob is also a traitor. Like you
can't do that either.
Right. I thought that was the only rule.
No, you can't, like if you're a traitor and you're a faithful, you can't do telepathy and be like, I'm a traitor.
Yeah, so you'd have to go right away then.
Well,
if I was
what you
traitor.
could do is you find a way to recruit him later. So you just have to play the long game.
Yeah.
And you all are actors. You could do it, and it would be fucking hilarious.
No, but he would know right away if I was a traitor. It would be so bad. I'd be like,
but that's good TV. So you skulk off to the billiard room, the two of you, and you do one eyelash, and then you giggle, and then you go back to the kitchen like nothing happened.
And you think maybe there was some eyelash winking and giggling happening in the mansion. She's indicating.
I cannot say.
The pearls are clutch.
What I will say is that I know what I was told.
Yeah.
And I was told that somebody was told.
Wait.
That's it.
I was told that somebody was told.
I was told that somebody was told is great.
Yes, I was so there were many phone calls when we left the castle.
Yes.
Colton was one. He called me.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And he was like, among other things, he was like, yeah, Rob told me you were a traitor. So, I mean, what do you want me to think?
Yeah, I mean, you can once you're explicitly given information, you then can't be mad that the person has said I was given this information.
Exactly.
Now, was it told? I was under the impression that it was like said within the confines of the game, because you can say like, I feel like Bowen is a traitor because he was like scratching weird,
right.
or he sneezed funny, or you give a reason.
Yeah.
So I was waiting all season to be like, well, where's the evidence?
Right. Yeah.
And there was never a moment.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is weird. And I'm being like dragged and hung from crosses and wearing scarlet A's and T's on my chest because you are accusing. No, I'm literally just like processing the information I was given.
Yeah.
But crucify me. You know.
And you are one of the great verbal processors.
I do my best. I do my best.
You really are. Wait, hold on. Quickly, we got to go back to Box of Cryingles. Why aren't we? Where is
we
that
need
contract?
to Enterprise.
Yeah, so there is movement.
Okay.
Yes, it's not happening. Yes.
This is so exciting. And then I'm sure you've talked about this before. Are they pre-folded? Where are those coming from?
Technique.
Are you?
I fold them.
Yeah.
They're not
beforehand
pre-folded.
or as the tears are coming?
As they're coming, I'm like, I'm swift. I'm quick with it.
You're doing side work.
Yes, I'm doing. Yes, I'm at work. I'm doing side work. Yes, yeah. Now there are situations like right now in my purse, there is one folded.
Okay.
Like
Because
you'll
what if
find them
we
everywhere.
get emotional?
Well, because I save them because it is a lot of work, and sometimes you want to have one ready. So I probably have one in like every pocket. Like I was doing laundry, and you know when you like put tissue in the laundry and it gets everywhere. I was like, oh shit, a cryingle was in there.
A cryingle,
yeah,
a casualty of the laundry.
Is prepping them beforehand like mom brain now? Is this a new thing ever since the baby?
No, mom brain would dictate that I wouldn't be doing shit because I forgot. Mom brain is very ghetto.
Did that happen? Like, did like once mom brain sets in, like how did you change?
Oh my God. Well, I'm always sweating.
Oh,
I'm hot.
Yeah.
And it's like, is this postpartum? Is this perimenopause? Is this like, is the devil trying to smite me? Like, what's going on? My edges fell out. So I was fine. And then all of a sudden I woke up one morning and just like bald on my sideburns.
Shit.
They were just gone. I was like, who is writing this book? This is terrible.
No.
Who's writing this book?
It's not good. I think your feet will grow.
Oh,
That's the thing that
really?
happens. I think I'm in denial because I'm going to shove my foot into my YSL. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, you're getting in there.
My heel will be hanging off the edge.
Yeah.
So I think my feet grew a little bit because my shoes are a little more snug, some of them. What else? You pee is not the same. You can't hold it the same way.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You're like,
you gotta go.
You gotta go when you gotta
right
go.
away.
And you have a beautiful baby.
And I have a beautiful boy. Yes, the best, most perfect boy. He's everything.
He's so cute.
Little Jetty Steady.
But then you went on this like postpartum retreat, which I didn't realize were this like wonderful necessary thing for new mothers where you're like, yes, go and like
The retreat.
convalesce.
Yes. Yeah. Sanu is the name of the retreat. It's in Tyson's Corner, Virginia. They are like, when I started hearing about these retreats years prior, and they were only like in New York and LA, and I was like, well, can I like close up my coochie and like run to New York after I give birth to the baby? Like, how do I do this? And then Sanu opened one in Tyson's, and we partnered, and we were there for like 4 days. Oh, nice. They give you massages. I had like engorged breasts, and they have this this Chinese medicine doctor that came and like gave me all these herbs. She literally like she spent an hour on each breast.
Wow.
Just massaging the milk out because it was stuck and it wasn't coming out. And that's, you can get mastitis, which is an infection, and you can die from it. Postpartum is ghetto.
Yeah,
No, I feel like no
lot.
one really understands, because when you're growing up, especially as a boy growing up, it's just like, oh, woman gets
Mommy
pregnant,
had a
has a baby,
baby.
and
Yay.
can you believe how easy
Yeah.
it is? And then you become an adult and you realize what you have to go through, and you documented so much of it on the show too, just in terms of getting pregnant.
Yes,
and we
that
remember
adds
that.
another layer. Like when you are dealing with fertility issues, or like me, you want to like provide insurance for yourself by freezing eggs or embryos.
Yeah.
That's another layer that you're adding on top of that, because now there's this physical part where you're having to like give yourself shots of hormones. You have reactions to the hormones. You have an emotional, physical, spiritual, all these reactions to this medication. And then after I got pregnant, I had to do 10 weeks of something called progesterone in oil, just to like tell my body that I'm pregnant so that the baby would stay.
Yeah.
So for 10 weeks, I had to give myself these shots every day at the same time. I traveled my whole pregnancy. So at least 4 times I had to give myself these shots on an airplane. Damn. And one time I took a video of me going in the bathroom, and it was like turbulence. So we're like bankhead bouncing while I'm trying to squeeze my ass and stick this needle in. It was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
This is insane.
The trials and tribulations.
Yes, and like the women that do this because they have no other choice.
Yeah.
Because you want a baby, you want a family this bad. I'm like, we are literal superheroes. We are wizards
100%.
of industry.
100%. I also think that's one of the things about Housewives that I think is one of the most important, is the way that so many more people understand IVF now. Like I wasn't seeing any conversations about IVF, about the terrain emotionally of preparing to get pregnant, having a baby, like all of that. I think that because of the Housewives franchise, a whole couple generations understands this, and mostly gay men that can now relate to their female friends in a way that they could not before because of the Housewives.
Yes, and I think there was like an element of shame, because it's like it's created for women that cannot have children on their own. That was the intent, and there's shame attached to that. It's like, why? I'm a woman. My body was made for me to be able to give birth. That's the thought. And especially coming from the South, it's like, we are baby making machines. Like that's the thought. So when you can't do this thing that is supposed to be natural to you, it's like, what's wrong with me?
Right.
And
even if you tell yourself that's not a rational thought, you still have it.
Like society says, like, you're a woman, you've got to be able. What are you good for if you can't have a baby? That's what the world tells you. And women who don't want to have kids, it's like, why don't you want to have kids? And it's like, because fuck you, it's my uterus. I want it to stay empty. Like that's it. That's also a choice.
Yes.
And there's so many stigmas attached. We live in a patriarchal society, and everybody gives a fuck about what the men say, not the women. And so it's just there were so many narratives that me talking about it and everybody else who's had the chance to discuss it, it just brings it all to the kitchen table. And I love that my story is like perpetuating all these different narratives that can be discussed and make it sexy. It's like I always say you have to make things sexy for them to then become like a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
And we're now talking about it.
Yeah.
So
You made it sexy.
it's sexy. Needles are sexy, guys. Yes.
Also, I think it's like just hearing someone else say out loud these things. Now people are like, oh, now I at least know how to even say that out loud.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I could watch someone go through something and be like, well, if I couldn't think of a way to verbalize that, I now have an option.
Yep.
Because people don't. So many people are not externalizers like the three of us here.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
We're gifted.
that was another question I had for you. Prior to Housewives, because obviously you come on Housewives, it had been an established thing at that point. You know that the whole gig of the show is conflict and resolution. Were you always someone that was comfortable with conflict?
No. Oh my God.
Interesting.
I always said this. I was a pageant girl. I came from a space where everybody loved me.
Yeah.
And I loved everyone. And like you don't argue. I don't argue with people. I'm not like cussing people out. So like people will come up to me and be like, "Can you read me?"
No,
and I'm like,
no.
I don't want to
know
do
you.
that. I don't know
And
you.
if I did, it would be good.
Right. I'm not. That is not at all my nature.
Yeah.
And it's so funny that is like who I've become known as, like during my time on the show, is like this like feisty like reading person.
Rat-tat-tat, I believe is the expression.
Candice. Yeah. And yes, that is a part of who I am. Like I can be feisty. I can have spice, but that's literally just one part of who I am. And this idea that like I am the resident like
Reader in chief.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was so weird to me. And but it worked because I understood my role on the show.
Totally.
And yes, I was the spoiled princess who reacted. And I'm good at reacting.
Yes.
And I found that, okay, well, this is not my everyday life, but like for the purposes of this space, I can enjoy like reading a bitch down who tries me, or as I would say, like if you come to my porch light is on.
Yeah.
Come in. Let's have a tussle.
Let's sit down.
Yes. We can stand, whatever you need. Yes.
The light is on for you to come in.
Yes.
It's great.
Yes.
I'm also identifying with this thing of like, it might not be natural to who you are, but you come in and they tell you this is really good. You're doing really well doing this.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, all right, well,
Sure.
I'm getting high marks. So
Yes. I'm going to keep going. Yeah.
And now, a vital break from our sponsor, Vital Proteins.
you know the blue tub you've probably seen everywhere? That's Vital Proteins collagen peptides. Now, why use them?
Because they're the experts, the #1 collagen brand in the US. I'm talking about ingredients backed by science and shown to be effective.
I mean, when we hit about age 30, our bodies naturally produce less collagen. And collagen has a lot of benefits. A lot. Collagen peptides are a simple wellness supplement that supports healthy hair, skin, nails, bones, and best of all, joints.
And it's easy to use. Add a serving to whatever you're already drinking. Morning coffee, afternoon tea, daily smoothie, weekly whatever.
I use Vital Proteins collagen every morning. I just mix it into my coffee or a smoothie. It's super easy, and it's become a simple part of my daily routine.
But however you do it, consistency is the key. It's crazy how something so effective is so easy.
And right now, you can get 20% off your next order by going to vitalproteins.com and using promo code LasCulturistas20. That's LasCulturistas20 at checkout.
Huge thanks again to our sponsor, Vital Proteins.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
I thought you said it was proven by science.
Never said that. I just said it was good.
But I think this is like a thread, if you'll let me, like about you where like people will put you in a box and then you are always going to wonderfully break out of it, right? Pageant.
Yes.
Housewife. And like you've really done remarkable job of like going to the next thing.
Thank you. I'm trying.
But I'm like, how does it feel? Because I think Drive Back and Deep Space started this conversation among people where everyone was like, oh, like these Housewives songs can be great.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't a thing before. Like how does it feel to have like the first like, I think you like broke ground there by like having like genuinely great and loved all the other Housewives songs.
Yes, we love all the songs.
And you don't have to comment on that comparison, but it's like these are like you can have this very like intentional, visually sort of like curated artistry about yourself.
Yeah, that was a part of my evil plan. Like coming on to Housewives, I wanted to make friends. I wanted to like, I'm a pageant girl. I love a sisterhood. I love fellowshipping with women. Like that's a part of who I am. But I was also like, okay, like I see what this platform can do if you use it the right way. I see how this could be like, you know, a springboard, how it could almost be like a cheat code to like break into these entertainment spaces. That's what I wanted out of it more than anything else is like, okay. And even the song was kind of an accident. Like my first song, I was getting married on the show and I always knew I wanted to perform a song for Chris at our reception. I always knew that. Yes. And I was like, okay, let me like, what would I do? And I wanted to do Tony Braxton's, I forget what the name of it is. Let me be, I want to be your baby. Yeah. That song. It's from her Libra album.
No, I can't wait to ask you about your culture because I feel like I know some names you're going to say and I'm really excited about it.
Oh, yes. So I love Tony. And Chris and I were at the gym and that song came on and I was like, I looked at him like, this is what I'm going to sing.
Yes.
So then I go back to the producers and I'm like, okay, I want to do this song. And they were like, oh no, bitch, we're not paying $40 million for this song.
For Tony's song.
Right. And I was like, oh shit. And then they were like, you need to do something original. I said, original? I don't have anything yet. So it forced me to sit down and write I See You.
Yeah.
Which was my first like R&B ballad that then turned into rest in peace Chucky Thompson, the Go-Go song that it was like my love letter to DC, which is where I became a woman.
Yes.
And then it was like kind of off from there.
Yeah.
But that's how it started.
Yeah.
That was, I'm getting a flashback. That was my first episode of Potomac, was your wedding. And it was I See You. I was like,
oh my gosh.
And this is the last thing I'll say about Potomac is that I used to say this is my favorite franchise because I would hang out with all of these women because they're funny and they're so dimensional. Yeah. And now it's like I can't say that about these women except for
a couple. I mean, we are Stacey Rush fans.
No.
Stacey for president.
Stacey for president.
Bowen.
I was so ahead of the curve on the QVC stuff.
Yes.
I was on this podcast saying you guys have to check out her QVC
she is
videos.
So crazy. I love her. She's my kind of crazy.
No,
like she's quirky and funny and yeah. There's a lot of layers there.
And also at the end of her first season, when it turned out that maybe TJ wasn't actually her boyfriend after all,
come on.
I was thinking, see, there's going to be a school of thought that says get her off the show. She's a liar.
No.
And I was like,
not at all.
Also,
we have to dig in here.
And they made the right choice.
Oh,
and
100%.
And then like also there was a lot of like, because I saw there was a clip from the reunion where they're talking about her QVC stuff and somebody's like, well, you were acting on there. And there's just always like a pile-on, I feel like, with her. And so and they're upset with her, them being the rest of the cast. But you all made her famous because you like willfully hated on her.
Yes.
Right.
If you had just ignored her, which she probably would have still, because she's a star. Like, she's kind of that girl. But like you helped to like build these bricks.
Yeah.
And you stoked these fires. Yeah.
I was telling Matt that like the reunion, like Annie's bringing up the QVC videos, and then he throws it over to Kiarna, and he's just like Kiarna, like, don't you enjoy the QVC videos? And she goes, I think she was just like trying to come up with an answer, and she was like, that would be a no, but I do enjoy them. So
what?
She had to admit
it. Did they have beef?
Kiarna goes after Stacey.
Yeah, in a big
for
way.
sure. But,
right, with the my man, my things.
My things. That was a great moment.
My things.
My things.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But
the meme.
But even in that clip, it's like
Yeah.
Like Andy was asking her, do you enjoy those videos? And then Karen goes, no, but I enjoy them. So it's like she even has to like, she
had to admit
to be like, oh no, this is the thing that people love.
It's because I knew her from our Fox local station in DC. She used to do like the traffic and weather.
Oh,
Stacey?
wow.
Yes. At Fox, shout out to WTTG. I was an intern there, so that's my station. She's always been that.
Yes.
And you just can't deny her.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no. So some
Can't hate
people
on
are
Stacey.
just gonna be
Yeah.
who they are.
Yes.
And that is meant for stardom.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of
She's
who
that.
you are and stardom, I think it's time to ask Candice the question.
Yes. So Candiace Dillard Bassett, what was the culture that made you say culture was for you? This is what pointed you in the Candice direction.
So the thing that came to mind, and I don't know if I'm like if this is good or
Now
bad.
we have to say
No wrong answer.
Like is Tiffany New York Pollard.
God bless.
Like
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
you people
They're
have to-
laughing
you know,
because they know this is one of our North Stars.
I remember just like watching her, the flavor of love of it all.
Yep.
And being like, wow, like that's me.
Yes.
Like I
Unapologetic.
She was just herself.
Yep.
Unapologetically, no holds, just like I'm gonna show up fully as myself.
Yep.
I don't care what you think, I don't care what you say. And it was like I'd never seen that.
Yeah.
Like a dark-skinned black woman like living fully in who she was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even if it was like some of it was cringy or like weird, or there were a lot of opinions, but like you don't make history if you're not polarizing.
No,
and
no.
she didn't apologize.
She's a household name.
Literally.
To this day.
Yes.
I mean, she's a fellow wordsmith like you.
Yes. Oh, you know what? And okay.
Wordsmith title of ep.
I love Omarosa. That line. I wasn't even was that House of Villains? What was that?
That was House of Villains.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I used to I used to watch it like late at night, and I was like rolled over this way, half asleep. When I said, she said what? I had to rewind it because what do you mean? I can't even repeat the words because I'll go to hell. But like, how do you come up with these things?
And
Yeah.
the thing is, that's like that obviously is in the pantheon now, but it's not even in the top 10
Right.
things
No.
that she has said. I
yes.
mean, even just recently with the Z-Way interview.
Oh my God.
One of Barbara Walters could never. Z-Way, by the way.
I was like reading her lips to try and see what the bleep. You got Z-Way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of all people
To bleep you.
Z-Way, like she's like
She was screaming
like
throughout.
pulling things. She's trying to get you to go there.
Yep.
She was like almost like uncomfortable. I was like, let me just see if I can like see through the bleeping. Can I like? And I couldn't
You
get
couldn't?
it. But we need to call the what's the girl? She's
a
deaf.
liberator. She's
deaf.
Yes.
She's
Yes, from
She's
TikTok.
liberated.
Yes. We need her.
Yep. We
need
Because she
her.
can read the lips.
Absolutely.
She's
She told me
really
what
good.
Kelly Rowland said. Down to the what was that? They were in France
Oh.
when Kelly was like the Houston, Texas came
yeah.
out.
No, was it the
Yep.
Cannes Film
It was,
Festival?
yes, Cannes Film
yeah,
Festival.
because one of the assistants was like pushing
pulling
her
on her,
along too
and
hard.
she was like, "Don't
Yep.
put your hands
Yes,
on me."
yes.
She got it perfect.
No, first
I
of
love
all,
her.
Kelly Rowland, another name invoked, legendary.
I
Thank
love
you.
Kelly. She one time I was singing the national anthem at a Clippers game, and she was there, and I almost peed on myself. I was like, "Oh my god."
Oh my God! Did you get to interact with her?
No, because she was like over there, and I was
Royalty.
over there. I can't talk to Kelly.
But you know there's it's like me and you. It's like I can't.
no, but
I
please,
can't do it.
please.
Wait, and this is you and Tiffany, both iconic moments with knives, waving a knife around.
What knife? What knife?
Flavor of Love season 1 to Pumpkin.
Oh my god!
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh wow!
Hello, Bowen here from the future. Relative to when this episode was recorded, here with a shameful correction. It was not Pumpkin who Tiffany Pollard waved her knife at. It was Hottie in the kitchen, giving birth to the phrase, New York is in the motherfucking house. There is also another famous knife moment when New York was upset that Flav was flirting with Goldie on their joint date, and she was brandishing a big, big sharp knife. Hope that clears things up, as you were. But she had a steak knife and you had a butter knife, so it's just different.
Wow.
But you
You're
just
my
cut your
business.
cousins.
She is my mother.
She's your mother. But I will say,
She's like, no.
this is a significant moment in media. I'm gonna say, like, in just media portrayal, representation, something where it's like it was. I got to school the next day after the spit moment.
Oh my
Culture
God.
had changed.
Because I wasn't watching season 1. I didn't
Yeah.
have cable, but I was like, we got to school the next day and everyone was like, did you watch Flavor of
Yes.
Love last night? I was like, no. Like, what? It's like, it's a show on VH1. Pumpkin Spin on New York. And then I got the entire mythology in one sitting and I was like, something really important has happened.
Turn it on.
Turn it on. And so I would go with my dad to his business trips to Wyoming to just stay in the hotel room so I could watch.
You could
You binge.
So I could binge Flavor of Love because VH1 would do these marathons. And it was just, my jaw was on the floor. I was
Yeah.
like, this is a star. We've never seen anyone like her.
No, she's a wizard.
She's
She's a fairy.
Also, a friend of ours just gave us as a gift a mug, and on it's the whole speech of pretty much I would let Jenna know.
And
Dot.
That
Literally.
she is a fat. Oh my God.
You can't say it.
I literally now we both own mugs. Did you get yours?
I got mine.
Okay, yeah,
I
we
need one.
so
That is-
now there's no excuse to not be off book. Everyone out there,
Truly.
Yes.
you can put it on a mug.
Yes.
But it's
I love
like she's a wordsmith like you. She
She has a very interesting mother.
Yes, I was
Uh-huh.
thinking that.
Yeah.
Sister Patterson.
Sister Patterson.
Sister Patterson. I saw a lot of my mom, and that was the other thing. Was like, wow. And her mom is like mine, like a
How
strong
is your mom?
woman. She's great.
Yeah?
she's a grandmother, honey. She
Yeah,
is.
that's cool.
She calls me and she's like, I'll be like, hey, and she's like, where's Jet?
yeah.
I mean, I'm okay. I ate today, thanks. My edges are going back, thanks. But here's Jet, okay. And when she comes to visit at least once a month,
Yeah.
Great.
and I don't see Jet. They sleep in the same bed. She's feeding him. He's like, Gabba. He can't say grandma, so he says, Gabba, 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 Gabba. And now that she's gone, every morning I would get him up and he would like go to the top of the stairs and look down, and she'd be sitting in the living room like drinking her coffee and watching Sherry. And he'd be like, Gabba. So now every morning he goes and looks down and see, Gabba, Gabba. And like, she's not there. She is at her house.
Yeah.
We'll see her later. But they are just like, they don't tell you like that part of being a parent is like it's such a special, weird feeling to like see your child with the person that birthed you.
Wow.
It's like, oh my God, this is special.
What happens there when you see that?
It's like, I can't describe it yet. It just feels like, it's almost like you're watching yourself
Yeah.
with your mother. It's like you get a glance into what they might have been like with you, but nicer.
It's like in a moment where you see like, oh, it's almost like an appreciation of like, now that I can visualize literally you caring for this person,
Yeah.
like I have an extra gratitude
Yes.
because you cared for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So special.
It's like, if for no other reason, do it for that. Like do it to just to give grandparents that moment.
See,
Yeah.
I don't think either of us are gonna have children.
But hearing you describe it is like profound.
it is beautiful.
Yeah. I
Are
just have one.
Of course.
You can share them.
We'll share. We'll
At
babysit.
this point.
Are there songs about
There is
motherhood?
a song. There is a song on my Impending album.
Impending.
Yeah.
What can we have any details about this?
Well, there is a new remix. So If Only is out now.
Yes.
So stream, download, all those things.
It's phenomenal.
There is a remix so I teased it today on my socials.
Great.
With a very special someone that we all know and love, that will be coming out, I think, in like 2 weeks.
Oh,
I
love.
should know the date, but I don't.
So it's a surprise.
Yes.
The remix
Okay.
is.
The remix is a surprise.
Got it.
The special guest is a surprise. The remix is not. The remix is out. The teaser is out today.
Got it.
But the special guest is very special.
Oh, we want to find out off air. Wait, but speaking
They're so
of
good.
music, because I love that you said Tiffany New York Pollard, but I as a musician, one of the things I love about Deep Space is I feel like I can draw a line to it to really, really important music from when I was younger. And then looking you up a little bit, I know that you like are a late 90s R&B girly.
Oh, yes.
So I just have to say
Those are my teachers.
that you know that I was thinking about Never Say Never.
Oh my God, of course.
Like, I'm telling you.
Honey.
And I hear just like, obviously lots of Tony, but like the tone of your voice like speaks to, yes, Tony, but obviously Brandy.
Yep.
Like I can just hear it
Anita.
in the way that you sing. I can hear it in the way that you approach words. Like
Yes.
I wanted to know about like your musical inspirations and wondering if I'm onto something there.
You know what is so, like when you do something and it's intentional and you don't know people are going to get it.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For getting it. And it validates like the little girl in me that was like in her room dancing till she was sweating with her hairbrush to I want to dance with somebody.
Oh, yes.
Like, and knowing like somehow, some way, someday, like she would be here and like be talking about her music. I used to, so do you guys remember like the big CD, the like 6-disc CD changer?
Oh yeah.
The two big speakers.
Oh yeah.
And it had the 2 cassette tape because we had cassette tapes.
100%.
So I had one of those.
Yep.
And it was always a Whitney Houston CD, Butterfly or Rainbow or both.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Never
You just
Say
punched
Never.
me in the heart. Butterfly's my favorite
Monica.
album of all time.
What's her album with the blue, the baby blue?
So Gone?
Angel of Mine. Angel of Mine.
Angel of Mine.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm back with another correction. It is not Angel of Mine. That is the name of another single off of that album, but it is called The Boy Is Mine, of course. And I knew that was wrong when I said it, as you were.
That one.
Right?
Yeah,
that's the album
Yes,
title?
Yes,
Okay,
I think
great,
it's,
great.
yeah. Misunderstood, Pink.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
When Pink was still kind of black.
Yeah. The Candy
she
Burris
was
era.
Blackpink.
Blackpink.
We love Black. We love Pink today.
We love Pink.
We love
We
Pink
love
Pink.
Blackpink.
But we love Blackpink too.
And we love
Reed
Black
Pink.
Space Pink.
Yes, we love all the
All of
Black
it.
Pinks. Yes, all are invited. That was in there. Dirty.
Oh,
Yes,
please.
yes.
The Stripped album was the album. And she I don't, not to say she never got back there because like she's got so much incredible work since then.
Yeah.
But the reason I say that is because we were in the midst of a moment with
Yes.
Stripped and we didn't even realize it.
No, right. It was a phenomenon that we didn't know. And I studied back when music videos were still like
Yep.
a thing.
Yeah.
And making the video and you'd spend like 3-4 days like and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to like give the world this art that we don't have. Nobody is spending that kind of money anymore. Nobody is like investing in that part of the artistic process anymore.
It's such a shame.
Yes, I did do it. I did it. My favorite visual of mine is It Enough? And I spent a lot of money on that.
Yeah, they're
But I'm
expensive.
proud of it.
People
Yes.
don't realize these are like, for a music video, it's like $50,000-$60,000
Yes.
if you're rocking and
Oh
rolling.
yes, I think I spent like 35, 40.
I spent 40 on mine.
And it was over 2 days.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad. I don't regret it. Like
No, because you'll always have it, because I also feel like, especially you as someone who's like wanted to do this for so long and like has inspirations and a vision of what this looks like, you can't just do your album without music videos.
No, like, and my team was like, "Girl, we don't need that." I said, "We're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing
I
it.
want this.
It's for you.
Yes,
Yes.
it is for me.
Yes.
I don't care if nobody else watches it.
Yeah.
Like even on my new project, I know right now what song will have a visual.
Okay.
I don't care what there will be an 8 count.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna oil my knees up real good.
Let's go.
Yes, it's going to happen. And if nobody watches it, I will have lived my life.
Yeah.
And done the things I needed to
It's
do.
investing in yourself. What is
Yes.
this about you being a rock star in your past life? Because you're bringing a rock sound to this album, I hear.
Yes.
Talk about, was there a rock album in the rotation of the 6 CD player? Or what are you drawing from personally?
So it is still a goal of mine to do like a rock R&B version of Under the Bridge.
Ooh.
I love the Chili Peppers.
Yeah. Come on.
I love it. I
Mr.
love them.
Kiedis.
California. I love. Yes.
Yeah, he was hot too.
Yeah, he was cute.
Yeah.
He's kind of weird now.
Now
but
it's tough.
he was cute then.
I mean,
You know.
I love when the straight guys who do our show like sort of like
Yeah,
interact with
they get
one
it.
random straight thing we say.
Yes.
And Anthony Kiedis got them to laugh today. It was David Fincher a couple weeks ago.
Now it's 2026 Anthony Kiedis.
So we're back.
Yes, welcome.
So you want to do Under the Bridge?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, I love that song.
Ah.
I love that song. I love like Led Zeppelin. I love what is his name? What is with the teeth?
Mr.
The teeth.
With the teeth.
With the teeth.
I'm thinking of teeth.
Freddie Mercury.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
With
Yes.
the teeth.
Yes, you know.
Him
May
with
he rest.
the teeth.
May he rest. Yes.
May he rest.
That's a great flattering way to refer to him.
Yeah.
Well, because that was just like
Signature.
It's the teeth.
Signature.
It's
That
the
was
it's the
first.
dark hair. It's the white
Yes,
tank. It's
yes,
the
the
jeans. It's
pants.
the belted
Yes.
situation.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Even Prince. Prince
Yes.
is probably like
Rockstar.
my rock idol.
Yes.
I want to be Prince.
Yeah.
I just he did it right, and
Created
he went
a
too
world.
soon. Like it was, and it made no sense. Like no business being dead. Like none.
It is crazy. It's like one of those ones that you're like, wait,
You can't even
can we go back?
believe-
How did this happen?
How did this happen?
Yeah.
Because it happened so fast.
Yeah.
And I feel like he didn't even get like his just due. Like it was just like, okay, he's gone. What's next? Like we need to go back and like honor him properly.
Yeah, because he just dropped that last album with like the 3 sort of lensed glasses, and then that was it. Yeah, you're right. It didn't feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't feel correct.
Because he's such a monumental
Yes.
influence. Forget about artist in his own right. Influence
Yes.
on the most important artist of our generation.
Yes.
Like, namely, Beyonce,
Uh-huh.
who, by the way, shuts everything down.
Yep.
To I'll never forget. It was the Formation World Tour.
At Queens, and
Yeah.
She
it was a Purple
stopped
Rain moment.
everything
Yeah.
to make sure that
Yes.
at her concert,
Yep.
Prince was going to get a full
just due.
on, moment.
Yeah. And
it's
Tina
important.
Turner too.
Tina.
Tina is like the female version. They are like each other's opposites
Mm-hmm.
in gender. Like if I could be Tina, Tina's knees are better than mine. Like if you old school
Even
Tina when she
now.
was like, it was
Yeah.
there are like videos of her where I'm like, is this sped up?
She created
And it
something.
wasn't.
It
No.
wasn't.
It's insane to me. And I'm not even, this is how I know like I'm gonna be here for a while, because I haven't even like touched the surface of what I want to do.
Of course.
Like I feel like Deep Space was amazing and it's
Introduction.
my baby,
Yep.
but it was my introduction, and I was like timid, and I was like kind of like doing what I thought I should do, and listening to my trusted team, listening to them. This next album, I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I was a little bit more vocal.
Yeah.
But I still like even now this project is like mostly done. I'm recording a few more songs, but I'm already thinking about like what I want to do next.
Yeah, good.
And it's like I'm like slowly coming out of my shell, and like eventually I'm gonna do like whatever the fuck, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be, and I can't wait to get there.
This is what I'm saying, Candice. Like you will keep coming out of your shell because this is what you do. This is so exciting, and like I'm even hearing you talk about like the Rob conversation moment. Not to go back to this, but just quickly, I'm like, oh, you have such an understanding of narrative, and like you knew that wasn't you knew in the moment. You didn't know in the moment that it would be such a moment, right?
Yeah.
And then what Matt's kind of bringing up with like the pageant stuff, where it's like, oh, you weren't sort of conflict oriented back in your in that sort of origin. It's like I'm like, oh, you could be like a producer, like you could be like behind the scenes. You're such a star, you should be in front of the camera.
Well,
but it's like
that's a thing.
But
That's a thing. Yeah.
I think the world's your oyster.
Thank you.
I
I receive
really
that.
do.
I receive it.
I mean, also the thing about you is, are you a voice noter?
Oh yes.
Because you write when you speak.
Yes.
That's something I recognize in you.
Yes.
Is I'm like, I feel like you channel.
Uh-huh.
And you have to have just your hand has to be on that voice note, because
Yes.
I feel like sometimes, I don't know how you feel, but it's hard for me to sit down and like actually write and log. It's easier to handwrite.
Yeah.
But you, like I said, one of our great verbal processors, you literally write when you speak. It's good enough. It is quality enough when it comes from your brain through your mouth. That's why it's caught on so many times on Housewives. But that, if you channel it like that, there's so much that could go into the work.
I receive that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, my Jet, because I do talk to text all the time. And now Jet will take my phone. He calls it a stone. And he takes my stone and he'll like hold it up to his mouth and go,
Yep.
I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh my God, he's mimicking me.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Because I do that all day.
Yep.
It's insane. But yes, I'm working on a piece of literature. And so much of it, just a little
casual literature.
A little tome.
Yeah.
A little tome.
A miniature tome. And I do type. Because
Yeah.
I do, like, depending on the day that I'm writing, some days I do just want to, like, I want the energy to come out of my hand.
Yeah.
But some days I'm like, nah, I'm just about to hit this button and like speak the words of this book.
Yeah, 100%.
And it just it goes.
Yeah.
And I do. It's because I read a lot as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I was always reading a book, a Goosebumps book, a Babysitter's Club book.
Goosebumps, Babysitter's Club.
Mary Clark
that's
book.
this is the Boxcar Children.
Yes!
Boxcar Children.
Oh my
We remember
God.
those
Yes,
four.
I do. Oh my gosh.
No, yeah, this is all. It's all foundational. I've always wanted to ask you, what did you do at the White House? What was your job at the White House?
I was an intern in the Offices of Public Engagement and Intergovernmental Affairs.
I
It's a mouthful.
see.
So I was a liaison. So my office liaised between the White House and mostly the Black community.
Oh, okay.
So like we would do all the tours. We'd bring people in.
Yes.
Yeah.
First term Obama or second?
First term.
Okay.
End of first term. And then when I did the campaign, that was the second term.
Yes, 2012. Ugh. What a time.
We were lucky enough to get a tour right before the old switchover, but I was on tour in DC obviously not this last, but the year prior, and it had to be December 4th, 5th, 6th, so they knew
the holidays.
So so it was the holidays at the White House, but it was obviously a month after the election and a month before the changeover. So they were like, yeah, if you want to come in for a tour, they literally go,
I think I did that too.
yeah.
Yeah, we was like, and I took Jet. That was like his. That was
You
like
were
his
like, let me
fourth
get
time.
in here before.
Yeah, he had been like 3 other times when he was in utero.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's go so you can like see it and get a picture in here. So, if it all burns to the ground, like we can say we were in here.
And it basically is.
And it is,
anyway.
it's ashes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They said as much though. I remember feeling so frustrated, but obviously understanding because the lovely women that were giving us the tour there were like, because who knows if we're ever coming back. And I'm like,
Yes.
even you guys are saying that.
It is grim in there. Yeah. And then recently I was invited
Oh no.
for a tour, and I was like, now why would I do that?
Why?
I was like, I've seen it, thanks. No, thank you.
Yeah, I've been there.
And somebody was like, well, it's still the White House. It's like, it's not my White House.
No.
And and then it's just the energy. I'm gonna go in there and like I've heard about the like out of spite the changes that have been made.
Oh, yeah.
It's just gonna piss me off.
No,
I'm
of
gonna end
course,
up
of
like
course.
underground in a bunker or something because I'll like kick a door in.
Yeah.
I don't need to go.
No.
I've seen it.
Wait a minute. Oh, I have to really quickly point out, we forgot to say, undomesticated.
Undomesticated.
Michael Arsenault, I read his book when it came out.
Which
I
one?
Can't Date Jesus.
Oh, that is my book. That's how I slid in his DMs. Like,
Yes.
wait, this book is like my life.
Excellent.
Like, just the way he writes, the way that I think.
Yes.
And like all of his books are this way, but like you feel like you're sitting like with a friend, like just talking about your life when you're reading his
Yes.
books.
Yeah.
And I remember my best friend was like, I'm reading this book and I feel like you would really like it. And it's like it's just aligned with your life. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll read it. And I was halfway through and I've never done it before. I was like, I need to tell him
Oh.
how amazing his writing is. And I slid in his DMs and I was like, I just like everything you're saying about like your mom, your relationship with your mom and like your life and being from the South. We both went to Howard.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have to tell you this. And we became friends from that.
Genuine, beautiful.
Like
yeah.
he's a brilliant human. He's like too brilliant for the world.
He's
almost.
wonderful.
Yeah.
He writes all about how like he calls it Beatheism, like his like love for Beyonce, but it's
Yes.
like how like
Beatheism.
because he came up Catholic, I believe.
He's
and
Catholic.
Like,
He was raised Catholic,
He was raised Catholic, and like he like maybe was gonna be a priest.
Oh,
I think.
I don't remember.
Or
this.
a man of the cloth in some way.
Yes.
And then like he just writes about how like loving someone like Beyonce is a better sort of lens to which through which you like evaluate your own self concept or worth or whatever, like that is a bit more meaningful in the current day.
interesting.
To like look at a pop star like Beyonce or any or just any artist that you love and just be like, oh, this is telling me something about myself.
Yes.
It's very beautiful. And like I love that you guys have this wonderful podcast together.
Yes.
Anyway.
It works. And he lives up to his name. His name on Instagram is Young Cynic. So he's going to give it to you very straight and tell you the truth. And I'm not far behind, but I love how we find different ways to like approach the same topic. He's going to be like, yeah, that bitch is fucked up. And I might be like, yeah, she is fucked up. But, maybe in her childhood, her daddy was, I will find a way. Because I have an honorary MD.
Yeah, come on now.
My parents are physicians, so I will diagnose. I was just talking the other day about
you know enough.
somebody's like blood pressure or something, and my mom was like, "Are you a doctor?" I say, "Yes, girl."
Isn't that how it works?
Okay, like it's
I'm a
by
hairdresser,
osmosis.
I suppose.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
You've been around it enough.
Yeah.
You have an MD honorarily.
You know what though? You do pick up some things. Part of why I think I'm doing this is because I heard my mom talk to women in the chair when she was cutting their hair. So you're a doctor.
It is the same. Yes, and you are Oprah.
Well,
yes,
you see
that's
this?
how it
Come on.
works.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. In that vein, I think it's time to move on.
Before we move on to I Don't Think So, Honey, I do have to ask you one question, which is, what is your favorite Brandy track?
My favorite. There's not one. The entirety
Catalog.
of Full Moon.
I die to talk about her all the time
Yeah.
on this podcast, and we rarely have people that are that
and
know the
same,
lore.
Same.
Yeah,
People don't respect Brandy.
No.
She
They
does
never
not
have.
get the respect she deserves.
they took
And-
her for granted.
Yes, but no, it's not even that. It's just that you don't have the range. Like when you don't get Brandy, it's because you can't sit with us. Like you
Yeah,
don't
right.
get it.
Yeah.
You have to put your ear on the speaker.
Yes.
To really appreciate Brandy, the vocal Bible.
Vocal Bible.
So
Yes.
you used to really, I read this about you. You used to really put your ear to the speaker so you could hear all the stacks,
Every
all the
run,
harmonies. Yep.
every stack.
Yeah.
Yes. And like I want like I want 6-part harmony.
Yes.
Because Brandy did it first.
No, she
then people
kicked
be
down the
sick
door
of
so
me.
Ariana could sprint.
Listen,
Yes,
yes. Kalani too has talked about
Yep.
how she is like that is her mother.
Yep.
And they be sick of me in the studio. Like, okay, no, it's one more in there. Let's find
Yeah,
it.
let's find it.
Let's find it because it's in there.
Yeah.
Yes, like the fullness of sound is because of Brandy.
Yes.
Acapella from Human.
Ooh.
I love the entire Human album.
Yeah.
But acapella is probably one of my favorites.
I think it's a tie. Never Say Never comes in 98. So that's
Yeah.
like right around when Butterfly happened. So
Yeah.
this is when I was like
Yes.
telling myself, that, okay, this is the music I like.
Yeah.
But then also, what album gets lost is Aphrodisiac. Unfortunately,
Yes.
Kanye is on Talk About Our Love,
A
but
little
I
bit.
do love
yeah,
that song.
that's a good one. I
Yeah.
also the latest one that she did with Camper that everybody was like, this is weird. What was that album called?
Are you talking about B7?
B7.
Yeah.
I appreciate B7.
Yeah.
Like
I appreciate anything she does.
Yes.
But yeah.
yeah, like people were like, it was different. And I mean, Brandy is known for a specific sound.
Yeah.
I respect that she wanted to try something else.
Yes, of course.
And I lived for it. Yeah.
Last year when we were putting our culture awards together, and we heard that Brandy and Monica were going on tour together, and I remember I said, "Wait." I was like, "There's no better moment in life I can ever think of than them for the first time, or at least for a long time, performing "The Boy Is Mine" together."
Yeah.
I wrote them a letter. Do you remember this?
Because they were pitched to us.
So basically, like, we saw that there was a possible chance, and I was like, stop everything. I've never done this before.
Okay.
I'm writing a letter to the talent, and I gotta find it and keep it because I by the end I was emotional
Oh
because
my
I realized like
gosh.
I was speaking about
Yeah.
something that had such a bigger impact than I
Impact.
could ever know.
Yes.
Just like the lore of their relationship
Yes.
that all went right into that to the vocals in that like just the wildness
Yeah.
of the riffs and the choices, but
Yes.
how they spoke to each other, the
Yes.
tension in that,
Yes.
the very adult tone
Yeah.
in Monica's voice contrasting with the
Yes.
girlish airiness of Brandy's voice gave personified POV. One of the great tracks ever is that song.
Will never be duplicated. Never be duplicated.
Never.
again.
Never. They can't.
Yeah.
Or
and
they
they're
should
gonna be at
try because
Essence.
we'd love to hear the attempts.
Yeah. Yes. No, I want to see them at Essence. Like they're
Yes.
I'm happy that they're continuing, like that they're not sick of each other yet. Like,
Yeah,
keep it
because
going.
you do worry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ever so slightly.
When you're tied to people in that
Yes.
way through
Yes.
the years, it's like you never know what
Right.
the tone
They're
is.
going to be over it. Yeah,
Exactly.
No, let's keep it going.
I love
Please.
it. And
Yes.
this, ever since their verses, that was like what got me into the verses of it all. I'm like,
Yes.
okay, is this like
Oh,
child's play? What's
verses.
happening? And then
Oh
they
my
said they got
gosh.
Brandy and Monica to come do it. And I was like,
Turn
oh,
it
This is
on.
real.
and then they had that
Yes.
one moment of tension. And I'm like, no,
Yeah,
no, don't
right.
ruin it.
Pack it up, like
Yeah.
please.
Don't ruin
Yeah,
it, please.
yeah.
We're all living at home during COVID.
They're amazing together, and and it's also just like it's very grown woman of them to be like,
course.
okay, let's put this all to the side. The fans want this. Let's
Yeah.
give, and we need healing
We
Yeah.
really
in the
do.
world right now.
Yep.
Okay, so if the girls are not fighting, everything is good. 'Cause
Yes.
the other girls are fighting. Let them fight.
100%. Let them fight,
Let
not
them fight.
y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, it's I don't think so, honey time.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we take 1 minute to sort of, work out feelings on something in culture.
I might start this time.
You wanna start this
because,
time?
Because Candice has inspired something in me.
Then LFG. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 minute on the clock
Yeah.
for the
Oh,
one, the
wow,
only
okay.
Bowen Yang.
Yep.
And he's gonna tear it up. This is Bowen Yang's I Don't Think So, Honey. And his time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. Oh, you're still on your dad's plan for XYZ. Yes, I still have a Chase College debit account because my father
Same.
started it in my name. Right over here, we have the iconic Candiace Dillard Bassett saying, yes, I'm still on my father's phone plan.
Absolutely.
And I will never get off of it.
For why?
For why?
What would be the
For
reason?
what reason?
Because
Yes.
because like it's not like a thing where with like marriages, let's say, where it's like, yeah, of course you like kind of combine your
30
assets,
seconds.
you combine your things. There's nothing wrong with someone in the family, no matter what the age is, to be within the plan of some arrangement.
Yes.
I don't think there should be stigma around that. I don't understand. There's no existential functional difference in me having this Chase College
15
account
seconds.
under my dad's name. It's under my name, but it still has his name in parentheses.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any visibility into it. But I'm like, yeah, why not? It connects me
5
to
seconds?
my college days. I think
Yes.
of myself 2008 moving to New York with a dream and $10 in my account.
look
And
at you
that's
now.
1 minute. I remember the
Yes!
moment that the Chase representative walked up and said, "What about a credit card?" And my parents turned to me and said, "I guess we're getting you a
Oh my
credit
gosh!
card."
Wow.
It's a moment.
Yes, I'm also my first checking account that my dad opened was like under his name.
Yeah.
I also still have that account.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so like if he needs to like transfer money or take money out, because like I think you know how you can do you pay for the phone in installments.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he makes me
Pay for
pay
installment.
that.
You're still, it's still your
and
phone.
it comes out of that account.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I just pay him like the $47 or whatever it is a month, and he set up the automatic trans. So it's like, yes,
fine.
but if he wants to slide a couple dollars in there, he can do that too.
Sure.
That's fine as
Of
well.
course.
Yes.
Their parents having access to that kind of account is so funny because when I knew I had to end it was my mom goes to me, "I just wanted to ask about." Because I can see it. And I was like, okay, don't look at that. She was like, what's OnlyFans? And I was like,
What?
I was like,
Mom.
I'm supporting the arts.
Yes,
I was
that's
like,
good.
don't look at this anymore.
You are technically.
I
That
mean,
is-
hello.
it is the arts.
It's artful.
Yes, it is.
Art is a loose term, and don't
So
we
are the
know
men.
it?
Listen, my God, today. Yes.
Okay, fabulous and more.
Thank you.
I think you spoke
There's
to a
just no
generation.
I don't understand
Why
the
are you
stigma
mad?
around it.
Yes.
Okay, I have one.
Okay, great.
This is, it's not directed at anyone in particular, but
Okay.
we're talking fashion.
This is Matt Rogers. I don't think so. Any's time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. Men in sheer. Now, is this a little bit me just scared to do? Because I feel like, when Hudson and Connor hit the carpet and they're in a look, you have to think, is this now a fashion trend? And they were in sheer last night at the Vanity Fair Oscar party. And I said, please not this, because then we might have to explore sheer. That's not
As a
happening
culture.
for me like the way it is on Hudson and Connor. And I think this may go the way of shirtless under a blazer. If you can think back to 6
sure,
years
30
ago,
seconds.
a lot of people doing shirtless under a blazer on red carpets.
It dates the look.
It dates the look, and I just think classic.
30
Maybe
seconds.
what if we return to classic? I think about this a lot. I just kind of want to see. You showed up the
seconds.
other day at the GLAAD Awards in like a black tux.
Yeah.
I said classic.
Yes,
Remember
we have
those?
classic.
Return to Hollywood glamour.
5 seconds.
I'm just saying, let's call out these things before they become mainstay trends. Sheer, I don't think so, honey.
And that's 1 minute and 16 seconds.
Oh, wow, I really went over.
It's okay. Went over.
Yeah.
No problem.
You had a lot to say.
I just, because
was
you know
important.
when you see it start to catch on,
Yes.
and you're like, okay, now you have to
It's
wrap your
kind of-
mind around it.
Yes, yeah. I love sheer though. I do sheer often.
That's you, though.
yeah. I do like a bra and I'll do like a sheer top. And,
100%.
yeah.
But for men, it's like if you're gonna do sheer,
Yeah.
that kind of means you're showing nipple.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're just little nips.
There's
They
little
are
nips.
totally
Yeah,
little
like,
nips.
it's like huge areolas.
Right.
But not every nipple is made the same.
They are not.
Like some nipples are like you see a nipple out in the wild and you're like, oh wow, like
Yeah.
and then
I know.
mine have the little points.
Mine, I'm like,
yeah.
I gotta go to Sanu and get the massage for an hour per boob.
I know,
Uh-huh.
we gotta go to
Yes,
Sanu.
yes. Get the milk out.
Yeah,
It's important. Okay, don't let it stay in there too long.
the shaking
Okay.
of the heads that are happening.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. We're ready.
Okay.
For the moment that is Candice's. I don't think
Okay.
so, honey. Do you have
So-
thoughts?
I have a thought.
Okay,
And you
good.
can read off the phone if you would like.
Wait, do I want to use this one? Because I feel like I already.
See, now this is how
talked
we know the
about
Notes app
this.
is.
The Notes app be popping on my phone. Like, not even kidding. Wait, let me try. I want to find another
Yep.
one.
Take your time.
Wait. I wasn't prepared.
No.
Be
we have it.
prepared.
You need to cover. Be
Scar.
prepared.
Yes, my mother called me Scar once.
Why?
I don't know. We were talking about The Lion King, and it was like around the time of my wedding, and she was like, "You have an attitude. You're acting." And she's like,
You're acting like
You're acting
Scar.
like Scar.
"Scar." Well, no, she was like, "Oh, whatever, Scar." She said it like that.
All right.
And my best friend never lets me forget that she called me
Okay,
Scar.
Scar.
Okay,
Yes,
Scar.
and I will never forget.
By the way, you would never do House of Villains because that's predicated on you being a villain.
Exactly, and I'm not a villain. I'm just misunderstood.
Yeah. Also, I think it's loose.
I understand.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like
It's loose. It's
They
loose,
asked
whatever.
Fraser if he wanted to do it. I'm like, you're not a villain.
He's not a villain.
Frasier, like,
Below Deck. Do you watch Below Deck?
yes.
Yeah.
He's not a villain.
No.
Is he a
not at
villain?
all. No.
He's not a villain.
Well, maybe that's the lore in it. Like
He's
having
just like
people that
blonde
are-
and icy and British,
Yes,
and so
yes.
they try to like they're
Yes.
always, he told me that they're always trying to push him in a villain direction, and he's like, but that's not really what I can give you naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I feel like you know something about that.
Yes, that's how I feel often. Okay, there are so many things I could say, and they're all just escaping me.
That's okay.
Oh, I've got it.
Okay.
Okay.
She's ready.
Okay.
Lock in for Candice. This is
Okay.
Candice Dillard Bassett's I Don't Think So, Honey. Her time starts now.
But again, one last time, as we mentioned at the top of this episode, we recorded this the day after the Oscars when Matt and I were blissfully unaware of this whole Bachelorette fiasco. Obviously, a lot of things have happened since, including the TMZ video and the cancellation of this season at the time of this recording, as in this little memo insertion. It seems like it's still developing. Anyway, that's just helpful to know. Okay, enjoy Candice's wonderful I Don't Think So, Honey.
I don't think so, honey. But y'all and this new Bachelorette, Miss, what is her name? Frankie Taylor Frankie Paul. She's ghetto. And I'm just going to go on the record and say as much. I've said it already. But the Bachelorette used to be this like girl next door.
Uh-huh.
You know, she's pulled up. She's straight and narrow. She's got all of her marbles. She keeps her legs closed. She sits pretty. She gives you sashaying of the shoulder.
30 seconds.
And now we are fully like embracing the direction of hood rat. Like she's been to jail. She's like beating up her husband allegedly.
Right. 15 seconds.
She's a mess.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, how did we get here? The Bachelorette is going downhill fast. I'm gonna be watching. But I will be watching with just like a squint in my eye because how are we here? What do we do? The man came out the other day saying that he slept with her the day before she left to go do the show.
Oh no.
We are in the ghetto.
And that's 1 minute and 10 seconds. So I didn't realize until last night watching the Oscars when they were playing the commercials for ABC. I was like, "That's Mormon Girl."
Yes.
I didn't realize we were dipping into the other properties.
We are dipping into the ghetto.
I have not. Wait, who is this person?
I don't.
Who is she?
Frankie Taylor Paul.
Frankie Taylor Frankie Paul is her name.
Taylor Frankie
And
Paul.
she's a mess.
Well,
She's just a mess.
Utah doesn't have a good history with people with the last name Frankie. I'm just gonna say.
Is that who else?
No,
is Frankie?
So there was also that.
She's the Bachelorette.
That's her.
Yes.
That's it.
Wow.
Taylor Frankie Paul.
How do we get here?
TikTok
How do
and
we get
reality
here?
star. Well, you know what? I think honestly, what happened is, I think Dancing with the Stars had huge success with Whitney Levitt.
Yes, whom I love.
And yes,
I love her.
and real talent. And then they said, okay, well, this is a property that people clearly are hungry for, and
Right.
it's both ABC.
Let's lean
And
in.
so they probably said, because The Secret Wives is on Hulu, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. There.
Open the umbrella.
Yep.
That's what
there
I'm
you
saying.
go.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is
It
that
all
called?
makes
What is
sense.
that called?
Synergy.
Synergy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Or
You know,
this.
down the
Just
line.
this thing, trickle down.
I was unaware she was selected for such a role.
I think it started already, or it's starting
Yes.
soon. But I'm just like, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be open.
Yes.
But I'm very much judging.
Do you feel like as someone in unscripted television that you must be very literate and very caught up on the general landscape of it?
To a degree.
It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think you have to also like kind of protect your peace and decide
Yes.
like, okay, I'm gonna step away for now.
Yeah.
But it's also like, if you are at all on socials, you can't escape
the
it. Like
air, yeah.
if you're on TMZ or the Shade Room, which is like, that's the devil's door. But TMZ, the Neighborhood Talk, like I follow these behemoths of social, and you're like you're gonna see it. Even people like all of our like reputable like journalistic
It's all
outlets
talking
are
about it.
like in the smut of it all
Right.
now.
There's something did happen. Well, obviously we know what happened, which is fucking a reality star became the president of the United States.
That part.
But then I do think everything kind of collapsed in on itself, where it was like there's no. It's hard to tell what's an A-list star now,
Correct.
and who and others.
Yeah, like people lose their minds in the airport for reality stars.
Yes.
But like Angela Bassett is standing.
Yeah,
there.
Right.
exactly.
What are we saying? This
You're
is
like,
Jennifer
can I
Aniston is
divert
here."
your attention?
Hello, like real talent is, they don't care.
Well, it's the parasociality of it. It's like
Yes.
but meanwhile for me, whatever. I'll analyze myself later, but it's like people feel like they will know
Yes.
you, and
Yes.
so they'll like come up to you and sort of
Yes.
break down the familiarity walls a little too quickly. Whereas if they see someone more quote unquote reputable artistically and
Right.
whatever that means,
they're in another echelon.
Yes,
so I
they're
can't relate.
unreachable.
Yeah.
I don't know too many details about their life
Yeah.
firsthand.
Right. But before you were you and you were you, if you saw like Tiffany Pollard on the street,
Never.
that's different.
Well, when you have also like an occasion to speak to them,
Yes.
that's different. So there was something like that happened where once I got in the rooms and I was invited to the room, I was like, now I feel like I can say hello because like I always say, well, since I was little, like my idol was Kelly Clarkson. Idol. And I
Brilliant.
remember when you performed on her show too. I was so proud of you. I was like, yeah, she performed on Kelly. Even though it was COVID and virtual.
Yes.
But I had gotten to the point where like there were a few times where I could have like gone up to her randomly
Yeah.
and said hello, but I was like, no.
Yeah.
I have to wait because I
yes.
knew I was manifesting
Yes.
like interacting with her like in some way, and then I got to meet her on her show when I was a guest. So
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm happy I waited
Yes.
because I never think anyone's gonna want to talk to me
No.
anyway.
For like, why?
Yeah.
Why
For
do
why?
you think?
For why?
And it's not to say that my friends call me a friendly hoe because I will stop and talk to everybody. I love like when people want to come up to me and talk to me, but that's me.
Yes.
I don't think
I'm with you. Yeah.
that anyone wants to hear my
From me.
story about how I was crying because when you threw your butter knife, it made me want to throw my butter knife. Like I don't.
You give
don't-
us all permission.
Right. I was liberated to throw butter knives. Like
Yeah.
I don't think you care.
Have you had that occasion with Tiffany?
I've never met Tiffany. I've never been in proximity to her.
So if
No.
you are in like a room with her where everybody's sort of like like the social glue is
Yes.
there, would you go up to
I
her?
would.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm in a space where I've arrived enough.
She'd be thrilled to see
Absolutely.
you.
Enough.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I have more arriving to do, but I've arrived enough
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, okay, there's synergy here. We're like in a similar zeitgeist
Yes.
of things.
100%.
And yes, I would.
We need to see you guys in conversation.
Yeah.
Next year, variety actors on actors. I want to see everyone who's up for an Oscar, and then Candice and
God.
Tiffany. This is what I'm saying.
Screaming.
And I know we can make it happen. This
I
is a
would
place
show
where
up.
things get manifested.
Listen, I'm a
Absolutely.
manifester. However, I will say, a good friend of mine, Cammie Crawford. Do you know Cammie?
I don't think so.
She was Miss Teen USA. She hosted Catfish with Ned.
Oh, sure.
She has a podcast called Relationship. She recently did a post where she met a woman like randomly at the Grove. The woman was like, do you manifest? And she was like, of course. And the woman was like, well, stop. You need to womanfest.
Oh,
And I was like,
sure.
well, wait a damn minute.
Sure.
If that's not real, so I'm no longer manifesting, I am
womanifesting.
womanifesting.
Yes.
Okay. It is Women's History Month.
And I think
Yes.
we have fully gay guy-fested a full banger of an episode with
Yes.
you today.
I could talk to you guys
and
all
I
day.
swear,
Love
like
you
we
so
have
much.
always
guys.
like looked through the screen and just had so much fun watching you. You're so just like you carry the light, and we love watching you crush. Of course, you're the star of the Traitors. Like when you and Rinna pulled off those cloaks to see each other, know that was also the response we were having at home. I called you like I can't deal with who they picked.
I pumped my fist in
Yeah,
the air.
it was one of those,
gosh.
and we needed it in the moment.
Yes.
We did. Absolutely.
It was a brilliant
We
time.
adore you. Are you going on tour with Tamar?
Perhaps.
Oh.
Braxton family values.
You know, we are the Braxtons and you'll see. What is the song? We are the Braxtons and you'll see.
Yeah, yes.
We are not like, and I don't know the words. Man. Tony, Tracy, Joanna, Trina, Tamara, Miss E will teach you a thing or two.
Yes, and she's
The rest of
warm.
family value. No, I'm not. Values.
Now you are.
Yes. No,
We're good in there.
I love long live the Braxtons.
Oh,
I'm like
deeply.
But I will say, I know we have to go, but like they say you're not supposed to meet your heroes. I actually would be terrified to meet Tony.
Well, Tony is another level.
I would be terrified.
Yeah.
I've obviously met Tamar.
Yeah.
I toured with Tamar on her Love and War tour.
Oh, Love and
And then
War.
I have a song with Tracy Braxton, May
Yes.
She Rest.
Ugh.
And she's probably my favorite Braxton because she is just insane. Like just the funniest, most hilarious person you will ever meet in your life.
Yeah.
And so kind and so just sisterly and a mentor. And Tamar is that to me as well. But there's no one like
Tony
Tracy.
is the reason for the
Tony-
whole season.
I
Yeah.
don't like get starstruck. I would like melt into the carpet.
Yeah.
It's Tony Braxton.
Come on.
I would just rather adore her from afar almost.
I understand.
You know, like I would convulse.
I saw her in Aida on Broadway. Oh. And I just...
This is the 90s?
Oh my-
yes.
yeah.
This was like 2000,
Wow.
maybe
Oh,
right
2000.
turn of the
Yeah,
century.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she went in as one of the replacements, and I was like,
We're
like
going.
little 10-year-old, like little like
Yeah.
closeted gay white boy. I was like, we have to see Aida
Oh my
to my
gosh.
parents, and they were like, okay. And I
Yeah.
believe Idina Menzel was Amneris
Yeah,
at the
oh,
time.
sure.
Yeah, it was star-studded.
Wow.
I
What a moment.
think.
Yeah.
It felt like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, we love you. This was
Love you the
last and a
most.
half.
Thank you guys.
Stream it all. I hope you've watched the Traitors. Otherwise, you're spoiled today.
Yeah. Oops.
But if not, it's still fun.
It's still fun. If only stream it, because it's all about the streaming numbers.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And the upcoming Impending album.
Yes.
She's not going to give us the scoop tonight, but we're going to get it.
Oh, you'll get it soon.
We're gonna
gonna
and
get
you're
it.
gonna love it.
Okay.
We end every episode with a song. Must really think I'm playing. You remember this one? Reverse the conversation. Trust me, that's not what you want.
Yeah.
I don't do back and forth. I want another flag on the play. Oh, cause you know you're hella disrespectful. Every week I'm one foot out the door. Yeah.
Next thing you know,
Grabbing on my dairy, yeah. Got me pissed off from my head down to my shoes. Boy, I swear I'm over you. Cause it's coming right back home. So you can put it down. Now we're... gonna promo. Stream the rest of it if you want to hear it on Deep Space, please.
Thank you.
Las Culturistas is a production by Will Ferrell's Big Money Players and iHeartRadio podcasts.
Created and hosted by Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang. Executive produced by Anna Hosnier and produced by Becca Ramos.
Edited and mixed by Doug Bain.
And our music is by Henry Kapersky.